Hey, Christopher, how you doing? Thanks so much for including your presentation. Let me go through this and kind of describe what I see. Okay, so you have deforestation, your title page. Now, this is a project presentation. So this is the culmination of all the research and the work that you've done thus far. So my recommendation is to start this thing out with a very detailed project introduction as opposed to a brief project synopsis. I think it's very important for you to inform the informer and to inform the viewer exactly what it is they're looking at, what your intentions are, what your objectives are, and what your projected outcome is through the project. In that introduction, I would also recommend that you not only introduce Rainforest Bay, but also introduce the sustainability of the project, which I don't think that you were. The only thing you've said about sustainability is each piece is designed around the idea of sustainability and deforestation awareness. You haven't really gotten into the point that this is, your client requires a sustainable deliverables for this. So back on week one, if you remember, I kept describing that this project is just as much about sustainability and proving your sustainability and showing that you know how to choose and present sustainable materials as it is important to show the presentation itself. Okay, informational collateral. You have your original business card. Okay, and then you have this is the concept for a business card that would contain my company information. For my color palette, I want to incorporate earthy tones. Okay, I don't see any of those tones in this business card, so that's really something that's very, very confusing. I recommend readdressing or revisiting that particular page, since this is you're showing your business card and saying these are the colors that you want to use for the business card. So I'm not real sure how that works out. Okay, and then you have your photograph of your business card. That's great, but this is your informational collateral, so don't forget your printer's file, complete with crop marks, etc. Let's go to your trade show booth. This is your living booth concept. I think that maybe you want to describe this a little bit further in terms of sustainability. How does this meet the sustainable requirements of the project? Again, you have these colors here, but I don't see these colors being used in. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not seeing your colors, your colors being applied to the actual work itself. The rendition of your trade show booth, I think it's really, really confusing, because right now this isn't presented as a trade show. I mean, you're just kind of showing it floating in space. So it's really difficult to ascertain how this translates into a trade show booth. So I recommend addressing that. The 3D ornament, you've got your drawing and you've described it. Then you have your Pantone colors, and then this isn't a mock-up. I mean, you have to build a mock-up of this. That's part of the project requirements. So unfortunately, for whatever reasons that you didn't, you will have to address that for the final project. Okay, finally, you have you haven't shown any of your materials. You haven't really talked much about sustainability at all, and I think that's a real detriment to the project itself. Also, you haven't shown any image credits. Everything that you've used and all of your citations, all of your research must be cited. Okay, so I don't see the citations page. All right, so basically that's it. If you have any questions or comments, please get with me. But those are the things that I see missing from the actual presentation itself. Now, don't forget you have the printer's file for that's due. That's missing also. All right. Any questions, please feel free to give me a holler. Okay. Thank you very much.